Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we have a treat. We are going to be talking about the 12 laws of the universe. The 12 laws of the universe is a staple of knowledge that needs to be known and understood to be able to help manifest anything that you want in your life. Number 1, the law of divine oneness. What this law basically says is that we are all interconnected, that everything originates from the Creator, and that in essence, we are all connected. Law number 2. The law of vibration. The law of vibration states that everything is constantly moving. Nothing is resting. You are either pushing something away or you are pulling something to you. But nothing rests. Everything is constantly in a state of movement. Number 3, the law of correspondence. This law basically states that patterns repeat throughout the universe on personal levels as well as on macro levels. But ultimately, what is in is out, what is up is down. Number 4, the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a popular law, obviously due to what has been placed on the internet. But the law of attraction basically states that the things that you think about, you bring about. This is actually a law that works in conjunction with the law of vibration, because as you begin to think, it creates a vibration. And with that vibration, the attraction will help move things into your life. Number 5, the law of inspired action. The law of inspired action is really an interesting law. What it really talks more about is that people feel this internal nudge and they can't understand why and where it comes from. But that's what this law really speaks to. Number 6, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law speaks to the fact that everything in the universe is constantly evolving or fluctuating. This is important to understand because this also speaks to the fact that as things move in the universe, they continue to evolve. This is important to understand. Number 7, the law of cause and effect. What this law speaks to is the fact that every action will have a reaction, either good or bad. What people have to understand is that within a given action, you may not necessarily see the effect right away, but we all understand that you will eventually see the results of that effect, either immediately or sometime in the future. Number 8, the law of compensation. This is the law that's widely known as what you reap is what you sow. In essence, what we all have to understand is that if you're looking to obtain something, or if you're looking to acquire something, you must contribute something towards that given goal to achieve or attain that specific thing that you are looking for. Number 9, the law of relativity. The law of relativity is an interesting one because what it basically speaks to is the fact that most human beings tend to look at things that happen in our world and we look to try to compare them. But in essence, the law of relativity basically speaks to the fact that There is no good or bad. There's just neutrality. This one can be hard for a lot of people to understand because we see so many things going on in the world. But the law of relativity basically says that we are in a neutral state. The next law we're going to touch on is the law of gender. What the law of gender basically speaks to is that there is a masculine energy and a feminine energy, and that they exist in all things. This is fascinating because a lot of people believe that there are natural tendencies within a given gender. There's a lot of people that believe most women deal in feminine energy and most men deal in masculine energy when it comes to human beings. But the truth of the matter is that both of this type of energy exists in all things. That is very interesting. The next law we're going to look at is the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm is a pretty basic law and is one that is easier to see and understand. The best way to explain the law of rhythm is when we look at, for example, the 4 seasons that we go through on planet Earth. Most places have 4 seasons, meaning you have spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now, there are certain elements and places where the 4 seasons don't always align and coincide, but for the most part, we see that there are literally changing seasons, and you can see them from one day to the next sometimes. It's pretty awesome. The next law we're going to look at is the law of polarity. Now, this law is a law that I feel a lot of people don't pay attention to. However, it's a pretty powerful law. And the best way to describe it is the fact that if you look at most things, you have to understand that these things have to exist in any given aspect. And I'll give you an example. If you look at a book, you'll realize that there's a front to the book and there's a back to the book. There's a left side to the book and there's a right side to the book. If you were to take the book and you were to begin to remove parts of the book from the right side to the left side, even if you cut it down to the finest part of the book, you will still have a right and a left. This is important to understand because you'll know that there's always going to be one side to the other. It's like a coin. A coin has 2 sides. You'll never have a one-sided coin. This is the best example of that law. And these were the 12 laws of the universe.